Hey Renee, my name is Matt Filler. Melanie said to send this video over. In this quick custom video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to bring in more customers to your business. Most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to be learning how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. I found that giving people an easy blueprint of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, I like you, Matt, please do this for me. So if by the end of this video you like what you heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help you with getting more business, shoot me a message back and let me know when we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I gave you to do yourself, that works for me too. All I ask is that you take a second to give me your feedback about this video. I value your time, so now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition: content, citations, and backlinks. So the first thing I want to go over is content. Content is the words that Google can see on your web page, and in particular the keywords that Google finds there. This includes words hidden behind images and in the names of images. This image was saved as download.html. That gives Google no information about your website or your business. If I were you, I'd include a buyer intent keyword and save this one as Clearview Electrical Services logo Los Angeles electrician or some similar buyer intent keyword right in the name. You also want to put a keyword in something called the alt text that is available behind the image for blind people, which Google also reads. The content you have on your website is critical because that is what Google can read on your site and is the basis on which they decide what keywords to show your site for, and thus who to show your site to. You guys have about 600 words on your website, on your homepage. I'm sure you know these guys over here are one of your competitors. I went through their site, and they've got about 900 words of content. Study shows most of the sites in the top 3 on Google for something like an electrician in a local area have at least 1,500 to 2,200 words. So getting more content on your website will get it to immediately start ranking those all-important buyer intent keywords. You also want to consider adding what we call location pages to your website for the various cities you serve, so you can start ranking for those cities as well. When you just list cities like this, it doesn't give Google a lot of information, enough information to list your city, to list your website for all those cities. You have to have a page for each one that has traffic on the web. This is a tool I use called Ahrefs. Essentially, it gives me behind-the-scenes details of what Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. So I ran a quick scan of your competitor here. You can see their website is getting 27,000 hits from Google every month. That's traffic you could be getting. If I go and click on keywords here, it'll show me the exact keywords that your competition is ranking for and what your customers are searching for every month. Now, they have a lot of traffic that's coming in on blog pages, which is not buyer intent keywords, but they do have electrical services, electrical contractor, electrician services, electrical upgrades, electrical service, emergency electrician, electrician service, JFCI plug not working. You get the idea. When we go back to your site, you're not coming up for any keywords. You're not optimized for those terms. You need to be optimized for the search terms that your ideal customers are typing in. So the first thing you need to do to beat your competition online is have a minimum of 1,500 to 2,200 words on your homepage and on city pages, because content is what's driving your competitors' keywords, and it's 100% beatable if you get this done. So the first thing you can do today is to add content to your website to get it ranking for buyer intent keywords. Now, the second thing I'm going to talk to you about today is citations. Today, the vast majority of people looking for goods and services are doing so online first, and the place over 90% of them go to start their search is Google. Looking at the Google search results page for Los Angeles electrician, which is the highest volume, the first thing we see is the ads people are paying to Google to be up on. Ads can work, but they can also become a money pit if your website isn't dialed in, so be careful not to burn your money with Google Ads until you know for sure your site will convert. You know, this next section has the Google Map Pack or the Maps or Google Business Profile. This section gets half the calls from the web. And in these results, we see the business's name, address, and phone number, also known as the NAP for name, address, and phone number. And this is how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. So now you're asking, Matt, how do I show up in Maps? To answer your question, there are a number of fairly obvious things you can do by looking at the options that come up when you click on Manage Your Business Profile as you look at your own business profile. Most of these options contribute to ranking on a Maps profile, but I'm going to focus on citations. The number one non-obvious thing you can do today to push your business up in the Map Pack, and which is often the key factor as to which sites rank. Right now, you're not ranking in the top 3, and your business name, address, and phone number aren't listed in as many directories. A directory is an internet site like InfoUSA, Yelp, Yext, CityStar, and your competitor, they're listed in more directories. So a citation is your NAP in places like Yellowbook, the BBB, OpenList, and a couple hundred other directories. And when you get more citations, you gain more trust than your competitor from Google, pushing you above them in the Map Pack. Now you might be asking yourself, great, how do I do that? Well, it's really simple. We use sites like BrightLocal that will tell us exactly what directories your competition is listed on. Then we can literally go down their list and match what directories they are on. But we don't stop there because we don't just want to match them, we want to dominate them online. So if your competitor has 50 citations, we want to get what they got and add 50 to 100 more. So it takes them a long time to catch back up. So the second thing I've taught you about today is how citations are key to moving you up in the Map Pack to get you more calls from the internet. Now the third thing I want to cover with you is backlinks. This is the organic search section of Google. 60% of searchers focus here. You can see your site is not number 1. Now, number 1 is where you want to be, and to get there, you need to beat out the competition in every respect. How high you rank here depends on a number of factors, but the most important one is authority. A key factor in giving your site authority in Google's eyes is backlinks. Backlinks, simply put, work like this. Another website is pointing at your site. That other site is acting like link juice, which gives your website more authority in Google's eyes, almost like a popularity contest. This is Ahrefs again. We can see you have 56 backlinks pointing at your site. Not bad, but not dominant. And a lot of those are spam. You basically just have a couple of directories. Let's take a look at these backlinks. There's more to it than how many backlinks you have. The backlinks you obtain work a lot more effectively when they come from strong, busy, and relevant sites. You can see right here how strong the site is, and over here how much traffic it's getting. Not a lot. As for relevant, if you have a local blog or an electrician industry site linking back to you, that would be great. But if you're an electrician and you have Pizza Hut linking to you, not so great because you don't sell pepperoni. Now look at your competitor. They have 2,000 backlinks from more relevant sites. Well, with Ahrefs, we can see exactly which links they have, and we can go get those same backlinks for your business. These backlinks will give you the authority with Google that will propel you towards number 1. So I've explained how backlinks get your site authority on the web, and how if you have more authority, then you will rank higher in the searches people are doing to find an electrician. Getting to the top is not magic, it's just a method, and I've shown you that method today. So once again, we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,500 to 2,200 words, and you want to have city pages in the various counties that you want to serve. Citations, you want to have 100 to 300 of these to beat out the competition by a landslide. And backlinks, you need more strong, busy, relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority in your niche. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 in Google for your local area. So what now? Well, you can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I am totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and you want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call here at 562-264-5530 or reply to my email and we can have a chat. Once again, my name is Matt Filler. Thank you, Renee, for watching this video today. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.